Hi, it's Anne from Motion Quilting. I really needed to just play today for a bit on my long arm, so I loaded up some odds and ends of fabric and batting and put my machine on manual mode, so unregulated mode. I just wanted to get a feel for this. I haven't actually done this since I got the long arm, and I wanted to test it out thanks to some suggestions from Sharon Blackmore over at Love Shack Quilts. And she's totally right. It's much smoother. It feels more freeing, and I'm going to incorporate this mode into my stitching way more often now. I enjoyed the stitch regulator when I first got the machine because it was a learning curve going from a sit-down machine to the bigger machine, and I wanted to make sure I was getting really good stitch quality and consistent stitch length in my designs. But now, having used the manual mode today to do this whole wild, unplanned quilted piece that I'm working on in the video, all those many hours of practice that I've put in both on my sit-down on the long arm over the last few years definitely are paying off, because I'm quite surprised that I'm able to keep the stitches as consistent as I'm doing in this little sample piece. So give it a try if you haven't tried it before, and go back and forth a few times. I did that this morning off camera and did some similar designs with regulation and without, just to get a feel kind of in the immediate moment of what the difference would be. And there is a difference. You may or may not find it significant, but it is really good to give it a try and just see what you think and how you feel. I also like the sound of my machine much better when it's in manual mode. There's something extra that kind of hums and makes louder noise when the regulator is on, and I don't know if that's the same for all of the long arms or just, mine. But not that that's a problem, but I did notice that difference. And so as I'm just stitching along here, the sound of the machine is just much more pleasant and bearable when I'm doing a lot of stitching and stitching for long periods of time. So just see what you think, give it a try. I love taking suggestions from other quilters who have tried things. There's many opinions out there about which mode is best and when to use which mode for which particular type of stitching, and I like to take all of that advice and try things out for myself and find out what I'm comfortable with. And so this is definitely a win. So thanks again to Sharon over at Love Shack Quilts. Check out her page and her quilting videos. She's a rock star with her Gamma machine, and she's very generous about sharing her ideas and her inspiration with other people. So have a great weekend, and I hope you enjoy watching some free motion stitching. Bye for now.